Hello! Today we're going to draw Alvin from Alvin and the Chipmunks. The materials you're going to need is paper, a pencil, a permanent marker if your parents will let you. If not, a black pen, marker, or pencil crayon or crayon would do just as well. And an eraser and your favorite coloring tools. This live action Alvin and the Chipmunk isn't really my favorite look, but it's not my least favorite look either. Like that, like the 3D animation new Alvin and the Chipmunk. Cute storylines and everything, but they look really weird to me. So we're not going to draw this realistically like the picture below. We're going to do a cartoon version of it, very simple. So let's get started. So we're going to start with our pencil. And it looks like I had accidentally drawn on the screen already. Where is that? There we go. First we're going to draw a circle for the head. Draw as lightly as you can because it makes it easier for you to erase later. And then 2 other circles for the cheeks. And we're going to do like a half ovals for the ears. So we're just doing the basic shapes right now. We'll work on doing the rest later. Okay, and then we'll do a long oval for the body. Maybe not that long. A little bit wider at the bottom than the top. And little tiny ovals coming out on the sides, like kind of half teardrop or whatever. And then we're going to do another kind of teardrop shapes coming out from underneath, like so. And then we can also do another little oval shape here for now for the tail. Okay, now we're going to do the shape of the arms, which is 2 ovals, and he goes right to his stomach. 2 ovals connected like so. Okay, so we got the basic shapes going on for us. I'm going to erase that line at the bottom so we know that that's not existent. Okay. Now it's time to do the lines to determine where the eyes and the nose go. So like right where the cheeks, the top of the cheeks are, the top of these little circles is for the eyes. And then about halfway down from the top, from that line to the chin is the nose, and about halfway down that is the mouth. Then we can just do a line going across downwards. If it's curved line, it kind of shows which direction they're looking. Okay, and now I'm going to start with the eyes. We do like an almond shape. So almond shape this way, and then it goes down. And then we do 2 circles, actually 3 circles. And the third one is the shine mark right there. We'll do the same on the other side, try to make them as even as possible. And the eyebrows, they go way up. Don't know how well this is going to look, trying to go from computer animation to back to cartoon. We draw the nose, it's an oval. And then we draw the mouth, which we got a little line going down and going up, like so, with 2 big teeth sticking out to show that he's a chipmunk, and little tiny lips. Okay, now let's draw the shape of the face. So we got kind of a flatter chin. The cheeks are more predominant than the rest. And then we go up. And then we got the hairline. The hair comes out, so I'm just going to kind of do little swoops down and then kind of up at the same time. Down and up. And then we got to do the ears. So they go up, curve up, and then circle back down, And then the ears kind of do like a teardrop shape. So the bottom of the ears connect, they fold in. And then we got to do the lines for the coloring, which it goes down to the nose from the eyebrows to the nose. And then it goes a little bit on one side, kind of like, what do you call it? Sideburns. Hair that grows by the ear. And there's our face. Now we're going to draw the shirt. So we're going to do a little V shape, about 2 of them, show that there's wrinkles. And then we're going to kind of do like a wave on one side and then a smaller wave on the other side. And then we're going to draw another line going from the bottom of those waves all the way to the top of the V. Like so. Okay. He's got a giant A. Well, I guess we should finish the shirt. Okay. So we've got to draw the, well, let's draw the arms. So the arms go kind of a little bit of a wave down and over. And then we got the sleeves. And we're going back down. They're really baggy sleeves, and they look like they're kind of heavy, so all the material kind of goes down to the bottom. We'll just do the cuffs, and then we're going to do the pocket, which just kind of follows the cuffs a bit. And then the bottom of the jacket. And we have little lines showing that it's elasticy, like it stretches. Then he's got a giant A on his shirt. So let's draw an A. Starting at the top, do a flat line, going down to the start of his pocket. And A stands for Alvin. Okay, we gotta fix this, make sure the legs don't stick out further than the shirt. So we're gonna do some couple of lines here for the body. This also kind of gives us an idea where the hair change colors on it. And we can just do 3 things here to show that they're feet. We don't have to do the claws. And his fluffy tail. So I kind of do like, almost pretend that I'm making fire. Almost. Kind of what it looks like. And there is our basic drawing of Alvin the chipmunk. Now we can take our permanent marker and or whatever tool you're allowed to use to draw the lines. I'm going to make this a little smaller. So we just follow the lines we like. Do it nice and slow. It's very hard for me to control this sometimes. Nice and slow. If you mess up, make it part of the artwork or start all over again. It's just easier to just make it part of the artwork, I think. Remember, practice makes perfect. Tip is to keep that shine in the eye is you circle that shine in the eye first and then avoid it when you color it in with the black marker or whatever you've got. Okay? Kind of gave him some thicker eyelashes. Okay, and I also forgot to do the eyelids. It does have some eyelids. So it's just a little bit above the eyes. And he's also got some eyelids at the bottom too. Now let's skip those. Don't do it. It'll make them look older. It looks okay for a realistic artwork, but not okay for a cartoon. Don't know why. And then Gotta draw the nose. Don't forget the nostrils. And the eyebrows. He thinks he's so cool. Well, he's a singing chipmunk. Of course he's cool. Sorry, I was moving my tablet around because sometimes that helps me to get the right angle I need to draw it properly. Okay, now we can kind of do little spikes in the hair or just draw it. You can just draw straight across, whatever, straight lines, or just little tiny, like furry-like things. I kind of like that furry look to it. It doesn't have to be exact because it's just fur. It goes wherever. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit more detail in the hair, so just like crazy. Or you can just leave it as a circular, whatever, if you want. And now it's time for the mouth. So we got to do the line and then kind of curves in. And then we got to give it a little line. And then we got to do his buck teeth. He's got more than just the 2 buck teeth. He's got another tooth that's sticking out. So we'll do a 3rd tooth there. And thin lips. Okay. And now we got to do the shirt. There's people outside. I can hear them. There's somebody tearing down a fence, which I think is kind of silly to tear down a fence, unless if you're going to replace it with a better fence. Because I, myself, would like to have a house that has a fence around it. Although I grew up with just having a fence around the side so we knew where the house's properties end and began, whatever. But to me, I think having a fence keeps kids safer. They could go outside and play. Detours, like, less likely for people to be going into your property if it's fenced. Good. I'm going to draw a little wrinkle line on both sides. Just show that there's like a crease, like there's bending going on, whatever. Okay, and now it's time to draw the furriness of the tum-tum. So just kind of lightly touch it with my marker, and that gives it the more of a furry look to it. I'm not always touching the screen. There we go. We are almost done with this part, at least. And now it's time to draw the furry, fluffy tail. I'm going to add a few more marks because this is really furry. And there we go. There is Alvin, the chipmunk. Okay, now we are going to take our eraser and get rid of all those lines, which I noticed that we forgot to do little lines to mark that the hair color has changed on certain spots of the face, which I just fixed. Okay, now it's time to color. We're going to color. So he's got a golden brown fur. It's almost a little bit more on the red side. So you just do dark brown. And just color him in. To make it look more realistic, just try to follow, just imagine that the fur is starting at the nose and it's working its way out, away from the nose. So you just draw the lines up and down that way, and as you go further down, it goes more of a diagonal, like further on each side, it goes more of a diagonal, then straight across, then up and down, and yeah, just imagine doing it in a circle. And then the hair on the top of the head, just follow the hairlines there. Yep. So we gotta follow that hairline, like the hair. Just remember, the nose is the point of which it comes from. It's where it all comes together. He thinks he's so cool. He can get away with anything. I've watched the first couple of movies. I don't know if there's any more than that, of the live action version of it. And a few of the newer ones, but I watched as a kid. A lot of the newer ones. Okay, and now it's time for the lighter brown. Not quite skin tone. And we do the same thing. Comes from the nose, works its way out. Like that. Just imagine that all the way around. You can just fill it in. You can fill it in completely if you like. It's fine. Another thing you could do is just do a full color all the way around, like all over it, and then go over it with like either a darker or lighter shade, not very much different, and do the sketchy look like what I'm doing. And then it gives it a two-tone shape to it, more realistic if you like. And now I am going to do the nose, which is kind of a bit more pinky, and the lips as well. The lips and the nose are about the same. I'm doing circular motions on it. And I'm also going to do black or dark red, whatever, for the inside of the mouth. Okay. And he's got kind of like a brownish orange eye color. For his eyes. And his famous red t-shirt. So I'm going to make this bigger. Just color it in completely. And then the iconic yellow A to go with it. That has never changed. There was always an A on Alvin. Okay, I just wanted to show you what it could look like if you did two-tone layer in the background. So I'm going to do a brown that's in between. I'm just going to fill in that fur a bit more. So this would be your first step, is just fill it in completely and then do this sketchy image afterwards, like the sketchy coloring in afterwards with a different shade. Preferably a darker shade. Start light and work your way darker. That's usually the way to go. There's some tools that allow you to do whatever order you like acrylic paints will let you do that. You just gotta make sure they're dry before you add a lighter tone or a lighter color. And what else? That's pretty much it. Watercolor won't let you do that. So mostly go light to dark. Light to dark. There we go. There is Alvin. He's a little darker than the original. Whatever. I could change that if I wanted to, if I want to keep going. But I want to put more videos up. Well, I'm going to do that back on here. See, make it lighter. On this I can. The computer will let you do a lot more than the regular paint jobs, but anyways, regular painting stuff, the tablet will let you get away with a lot of stuff that isn't possible in traditional art. So here you go. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.